Hello everyone. For those of you who haven't seen my videos before, welcome to Coding Tuts. You're going to learn so much from this course. For those who are back with more fun lessons, welcome back. If you are satisfied with my videos and it is helping you out, please do not forget to subscribe to my page and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any updates. With that being said, let's get started. On this lesson, I will be talking about CSS fonts, specifically font families, as far as website fonts and generic fonts. I will also be speaking about font styling, including its weight, variant, and other font styles. I will be also speaking about font size and Font Awesome, which is a service to download font icons. Here I have his Times New Roman heading, as you can see here. As you can see here, the default for font families is Times New Roman. Now to change that, first I put H1, font family, and say I want to change it to Arial. Arial font. Now the reason why there were three types of font families here is because my initial choice is Arial. That's what it's going to show initially. Not all browsers will show the first font that you pick. Some browsers will go with the Helvetica font if Arial doesn't display properly. And if Helvetica doesn't work, then it'll go with any sans serif fonts. Sans serif fonts is a font without the lining. I'll show you. Let's comment this out. Actually, let's go with the default. So this is a serif, a letter with a slight line to each letter. See these small lines on the capital R and the line on the bottom of this N here? Those are serif fonts. Now if I change it to sans serif, I can just pick sans serif. You see it without the small lines. Now if I pick monospace, this is monospace. Monospace meaning the same amount of pixels for each letter. Notice how wide these spaces are? The same width as the letters. That's monospace. So monospace, sans serif, and serif are all called generic fonts. A website font would be common fonts like Arial, Times New Roman, Helvetica. I cannot name the whole list of website fonts off the top of my head. So if you would like to see a list on website fonts, visit the link at the bottom of the screen. And then I will move on to font styling. Now font styling means changing the fonts that you pick. So the default is normal. I want this to be italic. I want to change the font styling of it. Times New Roman. So bold only works with the property of font weight. So I can pick italic or oblique, which is pretty much the same as italic. So now I want to make it more bold, which is font weight, bold. And let's change it back to Arial. You could also put numbers in the font weight, like you could pick 100. That's the lightest weight, meaning it won't be as bold, it will be a light font, like so. You could also change it in your inspector, of course. And it's run a little slow. There we go. Pick that. We have a list of numbers here. These are numbers from lightest to most bold. Let's say 300. Yeah, I like a lightweight. That's my preference. You could also change the font's variants. Let's go with the small caps. Pretty cool. For those of you who've watched my videos before, I've explained font sizes in some of my videos. You can also use other units that are in pixels, such as EM, REM, percent, VW, which is viewport width, and VH, which is viewport height. So first I'll get to EM and REM. I'm going to create a new paragraph. So if I put 1 rem, it takes the root size of the HTML tag. This size is 16 pixels. If I put 2 rem, that's 32 pixels, and so on. EM, EM multiplies the font size of its parent. For example, I put let's span bigger size. Let's see the paragraph first. Just make sure it's there. And I want to change the span. Let's change this. Let's change it to 10 pixels. So if I put the font size on span on 2 EM, then the size will be 20 pixels. Notice this is twice the size of this. Same size. If I put 2 rem, it's even bigger. Now it's 32 pixels. So that's the difference between M and rem. Rem stands for root, EM, and EM reflects on the parent element instead of the HTML element like the rem does. So now I'll be moving on to percentage. So this is percent. Font size 100 is the default size, which is 16 pixels or 1 rem. 50% would be half the size, which is 8 pixels. You could also play around with font sizes that way. You could also do viewport width. Let's use this. Let's see. See how that looks. Okay, this is big. So VW stands for viewport width, meaning it's responsive size. Now let's see viewport height. Okay. So it looks like the font sizes as far as viewport width and height. Viewport width only works for font sizes. You could also apply viewport width and viewport height to block elements as well. You can see what viewport width and viewport height clearly is on divs or block elements. But if you want to use that on font sizes, only viewport width could be used. Now the last thing I would like to show you is how to use Font Awesome. You go to fontawesome.com. All I did was I googled Font Awesome 4. Font Awesome 4. I clicked on that. I clicked Get Started. Then I clicked on this one. And then I clicked Download here. It's gonna download you a folder. And then from here, you traverse into your folder on the code, current folder, the folder's name, CSS, and which file you want to use for your Font Awesome icons. And to use the Font Awesome icon, I type I for icon, class, Font Awesome, the name of the icon, address book. Oh, and to look at icons, you go to icons, and here are the list of icons. Click on address book, and from there, copy it. Copy, paste, and you're all set. This is really optional, area hidden. Area hidden are for those who are visually impaired. And if you put area hidden true, then those who are visually impaired can see that. Some computers are set up that way. So if you want it to be displayed on all computers, including the ones for visually disabled people, put ARIA hidden. Okay. Refresh. Okay, let's try on Safari. Works. Okay. I always test to make sure everything works every time I make changes. Okay, and that is a lesson on CSS fonts. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to type it down in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, and do not forget to subscribe, please. If you really enjoy my videos, if you really learn anything from any one of my videos, please do not forget to subscribe, and Also, click the notification bell for updates on my channel. Take care. Peace.